I did an oopsie. I oofed it. Mistakes were made. Hello everybody, my name is Nerf Sniper, and today I have a confession to make. I forgot to make videos for this week. Every week I try and have at least one video out, and it's either going to be on a Wednesday or on a Saturday. I hope to usually have 2 videos out a week, every Wednesday and Saturday, but if I can't do 2 days, I always try to at least do one of those 2. So, last Wednesday, I did my Buzz Lightyear video with the Toy Story 4 thing at the end, and then I decided not to do a Saturday video, and today's Tuesday. It's Tuesday evening right now, and tomorrow is Wednesday, and I just realized I don't have a video prepared. But that's okay. I'm a fun, creative kind of guy, so we're gonna make the best of this situation. So you probably didn't ask, but here's my current Smurf Village. I started this village at the beginning of this week. I used to have a Smurf Village back in 2012 when I had an iPod 4th gen. And I really loved this game, and then I forgot about it. So I just decided to come back into it and make a new village. And so far, it's been really fun. I do suggest this app as a good pastime for people. I really do enjoy this game. Over the years, it hasn't changed much, so it really does bring a familiarity to it, because I used to play it, I'd say like 8 years ago, and it has not changed at all. They've added a couple of things and they've kept it updated, but as far as gameplay goes, it's really the exact same experience, which is why it's such a throwback for me. The game is jam-packed with mini games and quests that will keep you occupied. For example, if I come over here and ask Papa Smurf, he'll tell me, get miner some rocks. I do have a mine shaft over here that he's referring to. And then there's this guy right here. He'll give me daily stuff. That's pretty cool. And then you have this little guy. He always has checklists, like place 2 logs near the timbers mill. Over here I have the timbers mill, but I don't really have space for 2 logs for it right now, so I'm not going to do that quest. And then you have all these mini games that you can play, like Handy Smurf's Hammer Game, which is where you choose 1 to 3 nails and you have to help him hammer them into the ground, which is entertaining enough for a certain period of time. This game kind of caters towards children, obviously, so all the mini games in it are actually quite easy. The only thing that I find kind of keeps me there is just the fact that I want to build my Smurf Village to be big and look nice and whatnot. I'm not really there for the mini games, but in order to gain money and experience, there's only a couple of ways, and that's mini games, quests, and farming. For me, my personal favorite is just farming. Farming is pretty much the simplest part of this game to a certain degree, because all you have to do is you come in here and you choose a crop to grow, and you can grow as many as you have Smurfs available to grow, and this is it. I specifically built this village so that it would just be a conveyor belt of crops. That's why there's no streets, there's no benches or parks or street signs. I only have houses in this middle section surrounded by rows of fields so that they can all just farm and do nothing else. So the cool thing about this game is that, yeah, you can make, small amounts of money and XP by farming all of these crops, but this is kind of the part of the game that makes you the most consistent money, and it also really does it by itself. Blueberries probably weren't the best example, but you have a large category of plants that you can choose from that range all over different expenses and revenue that you can get from them, and also the time that it takes for them to grow. I usually use things like potatoes and watermelon because these take in between 12 and 24 hours, and they make you pretty much the most amount of money. So you can sit here and you can plant these as many as you want and then come back in 12 hours, you know, and then boom, there you go. You got the money, you got the crops, you got the XP. And this is basically a game that you can go on checking in every couple of hours. You don't really have to play it. You kind of just have a little pocket society that you oversee, and everything else kind of just goes and does it by itself. So it's kind of self-sufficient in a certain way, but it definitely needs structure that you are providing for it, and that brings you that level of entertainment that you're looking for. This game is actually quite satisfying. The only real disappointing things that you kind of occasionally run into is things like if you don't pick up your crops fast enough. If you let your crops grow and it's a 12-hour crop, but then you don't check back for 15 hours, you know, you're very likely to have lost those crops. They wither and they die, and then you have spent the amount of money that it takes to plant the crops, but then you don't make any money back, so you really just lost money, you wasted time, you lost the crops, and it really sucks. So, you know, it does have a level of attention that you have to pay to it on a daily basis, that you have to kind of, it's like having a little pet, like having a pet fish. You have to remember to just feed it at least once a day, you know, otherwise it's going to die. That's pretty obvious, but usually this isn't really something that you would want to put that much thought into. I find myself withering crops all the time. Like I just withered a batch of crops this morning when I woke up and I was like, oh crap, like look at that. I forgot to pick my crops in Smurf Village, right? So, you know, it's kind of like when your Tamagotchi, you know, takes a crap before you pass out, and then you wake up and he's just been sitting in his own poop all night and he's sick now. He's got that little skull above his head and you're just like, dang it. Like all I had to do is press 2 buttons and everything could have been fine. So, I mean, like, you know, it is satisfying, but it's at the same time, like, you actually do have to pay attention to it. Otherwise, it just sits there and does nothing, or just, yeah. For me personally, this isn't a game that I play for the mini games. Like, I wouldn't really ever come in and play the miner's game here. In this one, you're basically just coming into this mine shaft and you gotta find jewels in the rocks by, you know, picking at them, and that's basically it, you know. So these games are all kind of very simple and childish and not something that I would really find myself drawn to this app to do. This one's basically just whack-a-mole, but with the naughty Smurfs right here. And, you know, it's you can definitely waste some time and gain some XP by playing these games, but in the end, the best way and the most simple way to actually get money in this game is to just plant crops. Just plant crops consistently and make sure that you're actually checking on them and getting them before they wither, because it's really going to get you the most bang for your buck, right? And then you're going to actually progress more. See, right now it wants me to grow 14 plots of blackcurrants. I don't know what those are, but I can find those. Let's see how long. See, they take 30... Oh, no, those are blackberries. My bad. 40 minutes. There you go. 40 minutes for the blackcurrants. So I'll go in here, and he wants 14 crops of them, so I can do... I'll just do all of my available Smurfs. We'll be doing blackcurrants. What the heck is the watermelon doing here? So I got 21 Smurfs available. I can just fill up rows and rows and rows of blackcurrants. You know what? I'm gonna leave like 8 Smurfs available just in case something comes up. Like, yeah. In conclusion, this game has aged well, and it actually is fun to play to a certain extent. You know, you'll eventually probably grow tired of it like I once did, but it is satisfying to say the least, and it's got some entertaining qualities to it. So let me know in the comment section if you play this game, or if you have played this game, what you think about it. And if you liked this video, if you would like me to do more videos like this in the future regarding different apps or games that I could review, and just let me know. Alright, so that's it for today's video. I hope that you guys enjoyed this, and please let me know what you thought. Please leave a like and subscribe, and, you know, turn that notification settings on if you would like. Thank you guys for watching this video, and I will see you guys in the next one. Visiting my link page, nerfsniper.contactin.bio, will bring you to all of my social media platforms where you can connect with the rest of my community. You can also visit our new merch store, which just released 3 new merch campaigns, including the Nerf Sniper OG merch, the Nerf Sniper Crest merch, and the Nerf's 100K Club merch. Some of our items are only available for a limited time, so if you see something you fancy, make sure you get it while you can. All proceeds go to the funding of this channel, so any merch sales or donations are greatly appreciated.